What's Your Culture News? Today, we will be interviewing Robert Foreman and Robin Schwartz to find out what their amazing culture is. We will start with Robert Foreman. Hello, Robert Foreman. Mr. Foreman, what do you do?
Hi, I'm an artist. I make pictures by gluing thread to board with Elmer's glue.
Did you think you invented this technique?
Initially, I thought I'd invented the technique, but 10 years after starting yarn painting, I found in a Greenwich Village flea market a yarn painting by a Huichol Indian, an indigenous people in Mexico working in a very similar technique. And that's when I realized there was a whole group of people working in a similar technique.
What do these people eat?
Mostly the Huichols eat handmade tortillas and beans.
The Huichol people speak Wizraika. Can you tell us some words in Wizraika?
A Huichol greeting would be Jaku, which means hello. Ha is water. Papa is tortilla. Pampadios would be thank you.
What does your family eat?
We go out to eat a lot. My daughter Amelia particularly likes spicy foods. We eat Indian, Mexican, and Japanese. We're not picky eaters. We like to try new things.
I understand your daughter's name is Amelia. Where did you get this name?
Amelia is named after my grandfather, Abraham Amel, my mother's father.
Why did your grandfather immigrate to the United States of America?
My grandfather came from the mill town of Bialystok in Russia, and he immigrated to Patterson to work in the silk mills.
Hello, Professor Schwartz. What do you do?
Well, for a living, I teach at William Patterson University. I teach all levels of photography, and for my fine art career, I photograph my daughter, particularly with animals, and there's a book that just sold out called Amelia's World.
You have published 3 books. What are they about? Are you going to publish another one?
My 3 books all focus on animals. The first one was privately owned primates. Those some were in, some of the images were taken in zoos. My second one was on dogs. And the third one was on my daughter from 2002 to 2008. There's a 4th book I'm in discussion with my publisher at Aperture, and it will be a continuation of this project with my daughter and animals. Here's one of them.
Thank you. How did you get involved with animals to begin with?
I started photographing when I was 10 years old, and I photographed my own cat, and I was an art major in college, and I went to graduate school for photography, and I think the big push in my life was one of my teachers in graduate school.
Thank you. Who was your daughter, Amelia Foreman, named after?
I got the name from my friend Allison, who had a helping hands primate, a capuchin, named Amelia. There's a photograph of both Amelias on my computer, and my friend Allison also has a human daughter named Hannah, and that's who this cat is named after.
Thank you. Here are some clips from the Foreman family at breakfast after Yom Kippur.
We put out some herring and potatoes, and when Grandpa looked at them, he said,
"That's a Michael from Michael herring and potatoes."
and that means
that
it's a treat for your stomach.
So which word was a treat?
Michael.
Michael is a treat.
And Michael is stomach.
Michael is a stomach.
Because I like sugar, he says, oh, you're a Glitziana.
And it's true.
It depends which part of Europe you came from.
But Galicianos put sugar in everything.
So what's so bad about sugar?
You know what I discovered? Those very old trees.
I get batteries in
All of them.
They say you're supposed to keep them there, they last longer. I don't know if that's why or not. That doesn't. Man!
I just sat there.
Who's what?
Did the same eulogy she did for Laney. She did for
Anything that's just around us, anything that's interesting. it's the arts, it's the book, it's the conversation, it's what I'm at a loss for words for what is culture, but I am fascinated by people and arts and books and conversations and I don't know. What do you think culture is?
It's what we live in.
I think culture is taking the history of where you come from, the people you come from, the traditions you come from, and translating them into something that fits in your present day life.
I think culture is like the way people act based on their beliefs, and like it's all customs having to do with your beliefs and your race. I think that's what culture is. Culture is your historic background, where you come from, and your people that you're around, and everything that you do that influences your decisions and what you believe your purpose of life is.
Thank you for joining What's Your Culture News.